Imagine living in the most picture-perfect location. Palm trees, crystal clear water, an oasis underwater that exceeds the one above. Gentle breezes that cool you off in the midday sun. Now imagine floating your house there. Transport it across an ocean, shake it violently for weeks on end, douse it with salt water. How long do you think it would take for stuff to corrode and fall apart? In the last season alone, we have sailed our home from New Zealand up to Fiji, through the many Western Pacific nations, up over the top of Papua New Guinea, and into Asia. And now we find ourselves in Thailand, where we literally are keeping the water out with tape and silicone. It was time to fix everything that had broken in the past year. Top of the list were our escape hatches, which had started leaking right after we left New Zealand.
Man, I went from a bag to a bag.
These puppies are coming out. They have been the bane of our existence. They've leaked a little bit, they've leaked a lot. And to be honest, escape hatches are a big deal. If they were to ever fail in a catastrophic way, they would let a lot of water in. They're right at the water line, like literally the water line is right there.
These escape hatches have been leaking a little bit ever since we bought the boat, and they leaked a lot when we sailed between New Zealand and Fiji.
Draining straight into the bilge here, you know, over the electrical cables, and then the bilge alarm goes off and blah, blah, blah. Bilge pump works. Bilge pump is working. Basically, we have to drain this out like every half hour. We're actually contemplating just gluing this shut now. Like fiberglassing it shut. We have another escape hatch on the other side. It's not leaking, it's fine. This is not what you want. A big hole in the side of your boat.
I've already fiberglassed in the bottom here to kind of stop the leakage. That's not really that safe in terms of being able to escape. So what I want to do is I want to actually do a little experiment here. What I'm going to try and do is open these handles, and then we're going to try and escape and see if this actually would have been a death trap.
That's how it works. That's how it works. By 21, I should be 6 feet in the dirt, or in a cell, or in a hearse. I'm thanking God that with me it got reversed. To fitting in, I'm too adverse.
Escape hatches are really hard to open.
It's hard work. I put God first. Not speaking truth is the way I reimburse. Cause I went from a bag to a bag to a bag. I remember me and my
Now comes the hard part. What needs to happen now is this whole entire frame, which is, I think, probably epoxied in, needs to come out. Because we got new windows that are gonna replace this entire mess. There's something really weird living on a boat by yourself after you've lived with your wife for like non-stop for 5 or 20 years, whatever it's been. And yeah, it might get a little weird here on this boat by myself in a boatyard with hardly anyone else around. Bear with me as I
So I'm out. This is it. I'm in Krabi and I'm taking off on a jet plane.
Yeah, I know, I'm staying. I'm gonna do some boat work, drink some beer, relax,
Yeah, it's...
hit the beach, tan the guns.
Pick up some chicks, you know.
No, always pregnant.
So yeah, I'm leaving. It's the first time ever that I'm not in the boatyard with Ben doing all the work with him, and it's tough. It's tough. It's not an easy thing to leave.
Love you. See you later.
Bye, dude.
And I have about 2 to 3 weeks worth of work ahead of me. So let's start the day off right. What do you think? Ooh, you see that? See this? This is not my doing at all. We hired someone. We hired a little Thai guy who's helping us on the other side here. He's amazing at what he does. Check this out. This is Wood. Wood, yeah? Wood lives in the village right over here, and he's helping sand this whole entire boat. And he's doing an amazing job. It's pretty cool to be able to hire these guys and not have to do it myself. I can work on the more technical stuff while this guy, yeah, sands his bottom off. So yeah, that's about all that's going on today. These workers, they don't speak a lick of English, like nothing. So we communicate with hand signals and make drawings in the dirt, and that's about all you can do. Google Translate sometimes works, but it's pretty rare that it works like consistently here in Thailand. Okay, now, big, hey? Just here, go. Okay, that's good. Okay. One of the things we're doing is dropping our chain down. It's just really rusty, so it's just gonna be a big clump otherwise when we get back. So we're gonna drop it. Okay, chain's down, and it's incredible the amount of shit in the anchor compartment. Like, check this out. It's crazy. There's like gloves and clothes pegs and mud and rust and zap straps. Well, first off, I got a sweet new ride. This thing is custom pink, and I'm pretty proud of it. I have decided though not to wear my pink shorts while I'm riding the pink bike. So this is going to get me to the hardware stores. I'm quite okay with my manlyhood. And the driving here is by far not the most sane. The port is like right around the corner, and there's this village you drive through, and they all have these little like gas stations. It's kind of cool. You just basically take your money, There's a lot lost in translation here in Thailand. They don't speak a lick of English, which I don't blame them. I speak even less Thai, so some things need to happen twice, and that's totally fine. Like, labor rates here are crazy good. A skilled worker is about $100 a day Canadian, so that's, I don't know what that is, US 70, 80? An unskilled laborer is $25 a day. That's just crazy. So what I do is I feel bad because, you know, that's not acceptable. So I've been tipping them lots and paying them extra and letting them go. But I've been able to cut many of these pieces of frame out. Well, I'm a quarter done, and I cut them off in little pieces, and then I pry them out. The trick is though that it also then sometimes damages the fiberglass. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of repair here. Not a big deal, some gel coat repair as well. As for the rudders. Rudders are a big deal on a boat. If you lose your steering, yeah, you're kind of screwed. So every time we haul, I make sure that they put us high enough to allow us to drop the rudders. I cleaned up the bearings and they're gorgeous, sparkly clean now. And there's also another piece, this copper ring, which fits in the bottom of the hull, right in here. I pulled this one out because it's got some corrosion on it right at the bottom here. So we're gonna buy new ones. These are like sacrificial kind of, and then the stainless steel bearing on the bottom of the rudder post is the non-sacrificial piece. So that's good news. Rudders are in pretty good shape. I've sanded them down. I'll probably put a barrier coat on them and then paint them up when we come back next season. I think that'll work. That'll work pretty good. Ooh, this is one of the problems working on your own. You don't have help there, like your wife, to help you. Everything takes longer when you don't have help. Okay, cool. Yeah, things are coming along. I still have the sail drives to do. These guys, these props right here, need to be sanded. And I need to drain the oil out of these. And what's interesting is if you have a look at the zincs, so there's a zinc here, and then there's a zinc on the end of the prop. And if you have a look at the zincs, this one hasn't corroded at all. Whereas the other side, it's completely corroded. So there's obviously something going on here. These are all these little hints that you get as you haul out and you try to put the puzzle together. But what we're thinking is there's a bit of oil coming out down here through the sail drive, so the seal has to be replaced, or replace them anyways. But I'm gonna have to do a little bit deeper digging on this one as to why the zinc is not corroded.
It's about 145 today, and that's normal. Anywhere between 110 and 160.
So we're acid washing the boat, and it's coming out awesome. You can buy all these different marine products, but the thing is, if you actually look in the ingredients, they're like normal household chemicals. So for an acid wash, we ended up using what's called Vixol. This is like a bathroom cleaner here in Thailand. Same goes for like hull cleaner. Usually the active ingredient is oxalic acid, and they actually sell that here in powdered form. So bought some of that as well. A little helper wood is doing an awesome job. Okay, mainsail's down. It's kind of the beginning and the end. We take down the sails, you take down the running rigging, so all the ropes. And then we're gonna put I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like we're gonna put a coffin around this essentially. It's just like all this shade netting that's gonna go around it. And then we're gonna leave it for 10 months and see what happens. So this UV cover that we've put on, I've left it pretty loose because I want the air to get underneath it. So it's pretty good, I think. I think it'll do a good job. We polished all of the top sides and we've taken off the bottom paint. So when we come back, all we need to do is do a coat of epoxy barrier coat and then probably about 4 to 5 coats of bottom paint. Through holes are in, new toilet through holes in on both sides, so that's not gonna be an issue. Oh, and I don't even know if I showed you the final version of the escape hatches. They're in too. They're all done and shiny and new. Dinghy's down. It's been winterized, ran it. Someone, I think, well, might need a new dinghy next season. Zodiac, Highfield, you guys watching this? We're going across the Indian. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're interested. We'll definitely be buying new chain before we cross the Indian. Sail drives are stripped and serviced. They got new oil in them, new seals. Props have been sanded and rudders are ready to go. There's just the steering arms aren't connected. She's been cleaned. She's very clean. This is all for you. It's for you.